further ado, let me start introducing our next session. Our next session is actually done by Ms Audrey Quek. Now, she was actually a former Miss Singapore. She's represented Singapore in a couple of competitions, and she will tell you more about that because she's won a couple of lovely mom contests and everything. So you know that she, is definitely, she knows her stuff and knows how to look beautiful, no matter what age. And she looks a lot younger than you might think. See, this is Ms Audrey Quek. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, ladies. Okay, I'm just going to have a few seconds to prepare the stuff.
Meanwhile, let me just explain what she's going to be doing. She'll be teaching all of us how to look glamorous within a wink. So a lot of us have like day jobs and we can't really dress like we're going for a party in the day. So she'll be teaching us how to convert looks, right? Okay, now Audrey has done a lot of different things. She even has a line of business wear out. So she's fashion designer. She still has the sentai for modeling, so she can still model. And she's a mom as well. So how many children do you have? Wait,
I have one. Can you all hear me?
Can you hear? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I have one girl.
And how old is she now?
3.
3. How do you push back so fast?
Great exercise, good diet, and of course, keeping myself up all the time. Even on Sunday working, I think this really keeps me going.
Right? Sounds tiring.
Yeah, but it's fun.
It's fun.
Yes.
Okay, you love it. And how your daughter? She's 3 now.
Yes.
Okay. Does she ever do people ever ask her, "Are you sure this is your mom?" Because you look very young, of course. So,
okay,
how old are you now?
I'm turning 34 soon.
Okay.
Yes.
And how long have you been designing clothes?
I have been designing my own clothes for 5 years now because I started wearing my own designs ever since I became a qualified image consultant.
Okay.
Since I have been doing a lot of presentations, I felt that I need to stand out from the crowd, and especially when I have to meet a lot of my clients, I do not want to get caught wearing the same as, of course, my client. So I decided to, of course, design my own by selecting fabric and, of course, creating my own style. And eventually I had many clients who asked me where I actually purchased my suits and my clothes. And I told them that I actually designed them. And very soon later, many people keep asking, and after that I decided, then why not? I should do something for my client, since I always share with them as to how to flatter their body type, how to camouflage their flaws, and we do color analysis, we do style analysis. So from there, I share with them what are the suitable colors to wear and, of course, the styles. And they also learn to pick up from my so-called wardrobe, because my office is like a wardrobe, walk-in wardrobe.
Wow. That's like every girl's dream. Go into the office, all clothes.
Yeah, so when you step in, you have like clothes, you have accessories, you have belts, you have earrings, everything. So it's all there. So whenever my client comes in, I will share with them a real life, of course, makeover instead. Because it's very different when you just share with them, with PowerPoint slides. It's 2D. But when you have the real apparels, it's really 3D. And you can put them on them. And better still, if they are of an odd size, so-called, they can even customize. So if you're very petite or you're very, you're larger, then you can also customize. Because I love customizing for my clients because it's a lot better because they then look slightly different because maybe you could take a few inches off the length of the blouse, length of the skirt, or make it longer.
Make it look completely different.
That's right.
Now tell us a little about the competitions you've been in, because I'm sure a lot of people will want to know.
Okay, of course, back in 1999, so you can see, that was about 10 years back, it was Miss Singapore World, that was when I represented Singapore in London. And later in year 2000, it was Miss World Futing, that is Futing 世界小姐, that was held in Singapore, it was an international pageant, and that was in Mandarin. And of course, later in 2007, when I'm already a mummy, and in fact, that was just when my daughter was 4 months old, and I participated in Most Beautiful Mom, organized by Junction 8. And that's when I won that title. And of course, most recently, I also wrote my own book. It's ABC to Your Dream Job. So it aims at so-called fresh grads, as well as anyone who's just entering the workforce or anyone in transit in their career as well. So ABC stands for Appearance, Behavior, and Communication.
Now, you're a previous Miss Singapore World.
Yes.
I'm sure everybody will want to know.
Yes.
What advice will you give to the current Miss Singapore world?
Stay confident, be yourself, and do your best.
Okay, now Claire has taken over as Miss Singapore World. Yeah. What advice would you give to the one who relinquished her crown?
I think I feel that she should have an opportunity, and everybody does sometimes make mistakes along the way, but I believe that all of us should give her a chance, and I'm sure one day, you never know, she may be ambassador of something else,
So one day,
right.
maybe one day.
Yeah, and everybody deserves a second chance out there. It's just like in dressing. If right now you think that you are not up to it or you don't think you have real great knowledge, everybody deserves that second chance because everybody can enhance themselves as long as we put in an effort, just like in dressing.
So just like an ugly duckling can become a swan, you can change.
没有丑的女人，只有懒惰的女人。
对。Okay, so Audrey, I shall pass this time over to you and you shall teach us about how to convert our looks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Ladies, let's give a round of applause to Ms Audrey Quek.
Thank you. Right. I enjoy kind of like walking a little bit on the stage. I usually don't speak from the rostrum. Okay. Now, very good afternoon, ladies. I know that we are about 4 o'clock now, and a lot of you are probably thinking about where you're going to go later, or maybe you have already planned for your date or your dinner date. So I think after this session, you probably may have some idea what you could do, and who knows, you could quickly grab an extra item from somewhere as you shop and you buy something, and you could do a very quick so-called day chic to night glam in a wink. All right, almost immediately. Now, how many of you here are working adults? All working adults here? All right, very good. And how many of you here need to don skirt, blouse, or pants, suit, or even with a blazer on a daily basis? Hands up. At least must wear something proper for your corporate. How many of you wear jeans to work every day? No, I know you wish you could, but I don't think so. So today I'm going to teach you at least how to dress from day chic to night glam in a wink. And let me share with you what we're going to cover today. Okay, I like to share because I know you might be thinking, what am I going to expect from this 20 minutes or 30 minutes of talk? We're going to start with making a difference from day classic to day chic to night glam. Is it very confusing? I'm going to explain to you what they mean. All right. Then I'm going to show you perfect day-to-night dresses to fit your wardrobe personality. That's very important because each of you would have your own individual wardrobe personality. What we mean by wardrobe personality is very simply just by looking at you in a glance, as an image consultant, I would be able to figure out whether you so-called belong to a certain personality in terms of your wardrobe. So you could either be a classic, you could either be a romantic, you could either be a dramatic, or you could be just natural. Right? So if you'd like me to even identify, it's actually quite quick. And at the same time, we do more than that. Sometimes we go into our clients' home to do a wardrobe audit. And this is where we find out more about your own wardrobe personality. Then we move on to what is a day-to-night dress guide? How can you make that switch from day to night in a so-called in a wink? And you'll be very lucky to be able to see a transformation today from a day to a night for a 5-day week. So I have my mannequins on a 4-day, and my 5th would be a real-life model. Okay, so that will make it more 3D effect as well for all of you. Right? So let's begin with sharing with you your day classic look. Now over here, I hope you can see from back there. It's just a very simple one-piece dress. It's like a one-piece. It can be in black, it can be in white, it can be in cream, it can be in any color that you like as a start. And of course, for a day classic look, because a lot of you might be thinking, what is a day classic look? How many of you love wearing those one-piece dress so that you don't have to think very much? Hands up. I am very sure there are a lot of you out here because you don't want to mix and match every day. So we call this like the day classic. where you just put on a very simple classic shoe. You're black. You probably all own a black pair of shoes. And you probably have your black handbags. Varying from tote, and you have, of course, your little, you might have your slim handbags, you might have your document bag, your laptop bag, so all that, and you go for your work, all right? How many of you need to accessorize? Because if you don't have something on you, you feel very naked. How many of you are like that? You are known as my romantics. If you are the kind that cannot get out of your house without at least putting on a pair of earrings or at least maybe even a nice ring, you are one of those who need to experiment with trends, who love and enjoy dressing up a little bit. So you sometimes want to be a little bit chic, and you want to be a little bit, of course, you have something on. So you put on maybe even a necklace. So this is what we call like a very day classic look. Now, how many of you see yourself in this look most of the time? Hands up. Okay, so we have the day classic, yes? And then we move on the day chic look. It's a similar dress, it's the same dress, all right? But how do you so-called transform into a day chic? Because chic is a little bit, when we say chic, we mean you're a little bit trendier. We mean you dare to experiment, but yet not dramatic. So that means you still look quite safe. And sometimes you keep up to trends. That means you find out what's latest, so you put on what's latest sometimes. So for example, you also play with colors, especially for chic look. When it comes to chic look, if you're going to continue putting on the black and the whites and the grays and the beige, which fall under the neutral colors, you find that you may create electronic shutdown on others. Yeah, you can bore others after a while. So you might want some colors. So probably you can change your shoes. Instead of a covered up shoes, a closed palms, or you can use maybe a so-called this sling, all right, around your ankle, and you can have the peep toe look. How many of you like the peep toe look? Because it airs your toes, and you don't have to feel like so uncomfortable with all wrapped under the shoe. All right? So I'm sure most companies allow this look, but please remember it's not very chic to wear stockings with an open-toe shoes, okay? So like I myself am wearing open-toe shoes. So when I wear open-toe shoes, I don't wear stockings. So, but I do wear sometimes air stockings. Anyone have an idea what's air stockings? Yes? How many of you not sure? Okay, air stockings, you can actually purchase this. It's like a bottle of spray. And the spray looks like foundation color, very close to your own skin tone. So when you spray on, you look like you have stockings on. You can purchase it like from Guardian, Watsons. It's called air stockings. You can check that out. All models use it. So I learned to use it because I used to be a model too. So we all have to wear air stockings, right? Besides moisturizing. Because sometimes when we wear swimming costume, we cannot wear stockings. All right? So whenever you see all those Miss thing, they all put air stockings, okay? Because not everybody has flawless legs. So you can try that. It's good. So sometimes you might saying that, I have my 20 cents, 50 cents I want to cover. Of course, maybe aesthetician can also help you in those things. All right? But maybe for quick fix, you can just buy air stockings. Okay? Then you can carry, maybe a bag that is not too stiff looking. And if you can see this bag, it's not black. Okay? From there, do you see it as black? It's not really black. Okay? It's a bit bronzy. So carry a colored bag. But of course, some of you do not dare to carry like a red bag, or do not dare to carry like pink, hot pink, or blue. So maybe you can go for something like copper, a bit of a matte gold, silver. Okay? All these, at least, it still makes you look up to date. Okay? Then, of course, sometimes you can update that necklace from a very classic piece of black onyx. It could be just like strands of, maybe it could look like as many strands. It could be in leathery style. It could be in pearly strands. So it's all up to you. It depends on your own personality again.